his son was trash. The other song that he had for that was whack too. Like, some of his movies he's been making recently been like,
he been on the
slide. Been okay, but it's not like what you expect from Will Smith from back in the day.
Yeah, he been on the slide too. But you know what, too, man. I mean, I don't want to go too far off topic, but Will is kind of entering like that Clooney, like, you know what I mean? He's no longer like playing like bad boy roles or Independence Day. Like, if y'all notice, y'all pay attention, the movies, he's trying to like construct his career in a different direction. You know what I mean? Like, he's going in an academy direction. So I think that this is just me playing bird's eye view. I think he's really offended because he's trying to make this transition and it's not working for him right now. Like you said, his last like 3 or 4 years have been crappy.
So you feel like Jada was speaking for Will? Because all Will said was that he wasn't going because his wife wasn't going. And I would hope that my person said that because I wasn't going.
She definitely was speaking for him. Absolutely.
Because he just hasn't said.
Well, he spoke out about it like yesterday too. Like, Jess, this is like hot news right now.
She was speaking for him because if I'm married to you, and you go out and do an interview with Good Morning America about me and about my job, best believe I greenlighted that in the bedroom before you did it.
Definitely.
I'm not going to let you just go out there and do that. So he could say, like, I ain't know she got her own opinion, but come on, man.
Definitely.
Y'all team. Y'all not going to let her go out and say something about that you don't agree with. So, and then he came out and said, I agree with my wife. That's her opinion, but I agree with her. And they agreed with it because they talked about it.
100%. 100%.
If they got an open marriage where they openly communicate with each other like that.
And other things openly.
No.
No, I was just joking. Oh man. Yeah, man. I mean, so it's a lot on the table with that conversation, but let's slide into we can kind of do 2 topics in one. So, Mos Def was in the news, aka Yasin Bey, and he posted in fact, shout out to my man Sean Marcus. Went to grade school with that fella, good dude, and literally like it was like Tuesday midnight, and he sent me a Facebook like direct message like, yo, check this out, like, Mos Def. I'm like, man, what's going on? So I listened to it. It was posted on Kanye's website, and he basically expressed his sentiments about he's retiring from music, his arrest in Cape Town, South Africa. And, the interview, man, was just kind of like just disheartening. And on the same boat, Bill Cosby. So, yeah.
We putting them on the same boat?
I mean, I'm just for time constraints. But, I'll speak on the Mos Def thing. And then y'all could just add whatever. But, I just think, to me, I don't know if y'all heard the interview. I think you did.
I heard the rap.
It wasn't the interview. It was just like
parties in South Africa. I went to Kanye West, and you could not listen to it.
Right.
They forced you to.
Right.
You couldn't click on anything else, so I just had to give it up.
Oh, word! Wow, that's how it was.
Yeah.
I'm first of all, Mos Def is like a, top 10 MC, top 5 MC, great rapper. He's done a lot of things for the culture. It's funny because I already wanted to talk about Mos and Talib for our next categories for Black Heroes. But Mos Def for me personally has been like just somebody that has been a hero to me, man. You know what I mean? Honestly. And the last couple of years, like I've been following him, and he's been like shying away from acting and public stuff. And he's more concerned about his religion and his faith and just humanity. So I think that like he's just going away from this entertainment realm, and him traveling and being in Africa, and it seems like he's doing like a pilgrimage type of thing. And I just feel like he's trying his best to be happy, and he seems like his soul is like broken. Like honestly, that's what it just sounded like to me. Like his soul was just broken. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's going on with him and, this whole ordeal, but it was pretty sad to hear.
Again, I struggle. So I did my research. And I don't know, the situation is that they're not letting him out of South Africa or into America.
I heard that was false, though, so I don't know.
So apparently...
South Africa deport me. because though they hold him, but they about to deport him because he stayed over his visa. He's like, why do I gotta go with the government? The government gotta tell me when I can stay and leave. But that's just the law. So he he bugging out, thinking that he could just stay as long as he wants. We can't go we went to Russia right now. We had a 21-day visa. We stay for 23 days. They're going to deport us.
So he's not trying to stay. He's trying to leave, and that was the issue. So he goes and gets a world passport. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's only recognized in a handful of countries or whatever. And if you look at the history of it, you should have known that they have honored it before, historically, but it's always been an issue. So it's like you take that path, but you don't want the things that come with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's something that comes with it. You're going to be detained. Your family's going to be detained. And you gave up your American citizenship. And it's things that come with that. Right. So I just can't get in the front of the Million Man March and start, marching down Broad Street for another issue or, stand outside the Oscars, per se. Right. And I might get locked up. Right. And I have to know that that's what comes with it. Yeah. And, it's a part of the movement. It's a part of and if I Googled it and knew that 5 people have been locked up before, I should know that I'm probably going to get locked up or detained or whatever comes from it. Right. And I feel like I can't feel bad for that part. That's the part I want to respect, that you did it knowing that would happen, and that's real dope to me. But now you low-key crying about, you know what I mean? It's too much, but that's real, I love most stuff. I really, really love him. He's cute and everything. But he did that when he did the thing with Guantanamo Bay, and he wanted to see how the prisoners were held. He couldn't finish it. Did you watch the video?
Yeah, he stopped.
So it's I want to. I'm there for you. I'm not there for you physically because I know I'm not built like that. But you signed up for it, and I'm there. I'm going to buy the T-shirt. I'm going to tweet about it, create a hashtag. But it's if you don't follow it through, that's kind of a little lame to me when you knew that that's what it came with. So it's you don't want what it comes with to me.
Well, yeah. I think the Guantanamo Bay thing, he was just kind of shedding light on what prisoners go through,
But he didn't finish it.
Right. But I think that just was yo, this is crazy. I can't even do it.
And to me, he's not finishing this. Part of this, part of wanting the world passport to be recognized is going through this process, much like the 15 people who used it before you did. And it's Googleable, so you knew that it could possibly happen. So I just struggle. Okay, that was a nice song, and I'm glad that you're shedding light to it. You can only hear it if you go on KanyeWest.com. But that's your friend, and he did his best. He came out with Real Friends, so I guess y'all real friends. I get all of it, and it's just when you paint this bigger picture, it's finish through. That's something that comes with it. And you were a year or something over your visa. It wasn't even you did it as soon as your visa expired. You created another issue for yourself first.
Right.
And then tried to use something that's not even acknowledged and be 7 people used it here before. Right. They probably didn't stay over their visa either.
Yeah.
True.
I guess that alludes to why he's retiring from rap. Because in those conditions, how can you really make music? But,
keep calling Kanye.
Yeah. He got friends in high places.
He'll tweet about it at bare minimum.
He got friends in high places. You just hate to lose another artist though, to just dismay like how we lost Lauryn Hill. So this is what happens, man. Some of these artists, they hit a brick and they just can't get past it, and then they go away, man. We've had a lot of examples. So,
and I think they lash out against the industry because some of them may deem that they're not relevant, that they thought they should be. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, one of my favorite movies is The Bronx Tale. I think Kanye West do it too. I think they try to create a lot of smoke screens to get attention because they want to be relevant. But the dude in The Bronx Tale, Sonny said, nobody cares. If you're not really offering nothing, nobody really cares. Even at your funeral, nobody cares. So when he getting stuck in South Africa or the world, at the end of the day, the average person is just living their life. They're not concerned with it. So you can't make a stink about it unless it's something up in somebody's face. So I think a lot of them are dealing with a lot with their life. And I think they, and they expect to be at a certain place in music. And that's why we always pay homage to Jay-Z. We always say that, Jay, man, like for him to maneuver the way he maneuver in life, and you don't really never hear anything about him. He's constantly progressing. He's constantly relevant. He has mastered whatever he's mastered. I don't know what it is, but he has mastered it. I don't even know what to call it. But he's relevant. He's not conforming. He doesn't get any nonsense, and he's constantly expanding himself and learning. You see the transition from him from like 90s until now. He's a perfect example of someone that, you know, he didn't flow against the waves, man. He just rolled with it, you know, and just adjusted.
Well, I think with most though, man, like we always say, like rap fans, like, yo, you know, we want him to get back to that spitting them bars and, you know, first album stuff. But it's like you can't expect that artist to do that if they're not in the space, and they're not in a healthy space. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what you're getting. And I think that's the same way with Lauren. I mean, Lauren's not going to spew any good music if she's not in a good mind state. You know what I'm saying?
Lauren's just trying to pay her taxes, pay back her,
Lauren's a whole nother.
pay her back taxes. But I feel like we embody things from the past. But like I say all the time, like it's just certain things I know straight off. Like I was born in the right era. Like I have the mind frame of those people. But like I might have just got up off that bus, Rosa. Like ain't a person before her. Like I just might have got up because I don't want to deal with all the things that come from it. But just saying that is not for me. So I feel like people can respect the experiences of those before them, but you just can't do it the same way because you're not built like that, because the culture of protest has changed, the culture of revolt has changed, because the culture has changed. Because when you do it, I'm like, that's cool, you doing it, nigga, but I need my job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, They weren't doing that back then. So it's like, you know, we could respect it, but it's only going to go so far. Like, me sitting here saying, like, I really feel what Mos Def was saying, but, like, seriously? Like, I Googled 500 times, like why he gave up his city. Like, I don't like a lot of things about America, but I am not giving up my citizenship because of the world we live in, because you can't get it back.
Nowhere.
Like, I'm just not I don't care what. Soviet Union. I'm not giving it up. Okay, I am a part.
About 70% of the country, this podcast illegal. What we doing right now, just talking about stuff that's illegal. What you say?
And if they ask you to see, I'll be like, I mean, what day was it? Like, because I don't know if I'm built for that.
Right.
So it's like we gotta go about doing things differently. So we say, who will we embody? Malcolm, who will we embody? Like theoretically speaking, for all taking purposes, I can claim one, but like I'm not built for it, to be honest. Yeah. And that's probably why I'm here now. Like that's why my life is going on right now and not that. Like
we always say that the most revolutionary thing an African American male can do is to get married to an African American woman, have a child, take care of them, get married to whoever you want, take care of them, and raise them to be positive, great citizens. All that other stuff, staying outside of Walmart, asking for an extra $1, that's not it. You find yourself a queen, you do what you got to do, and you raise them, your daughter and your son, to be productive, positive citizens.
Man,
that's it. And if everybody has that mindset, like you do it, she do it, I do it, you know, Gary do it, you know, somebody else do it. You will see the results, you know. That's all it is. But people always say, you gotta go do this. Marching, no one even take marching serious anymore, because you gotta get a permit to march. So when you get a permit to do it, it's like, it takes the whole bang out of it. Then you gotta get a permit from the city. Oh, we can march here from 3 to 6.
Not even legal to do it.
Not disrupting anything.
Right.
I mean,
and I don't want nobody getting locked up over marching. I would tell kids that don't get locked up over that. Go to the library.
And it's why would you at this point? We saw what happened with Philly Move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you cannot ignore. Like, yes, you can respect history, but you can't ignore. Like, you can't take it all the way back there, because stuff happened in the 90s. Stuff happened in the 80s. So you trying to do it how they did it in 52, like, not going to work for you. Like, that's not the world we live in anymore. But you can start a hashtag. You can always do that. Like, I really respect the fact that the pound sign, like, holds that much weight. Is like, it is mind blowing to me. Like,
it is crazy.
You are no one until you have your own hashtag.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some people gotta die. Some people gotta leak their nudes. Like, whatever.
Right.
Like, if you have a hashtag and you are trending, like, that's the way now.
It gets attention. So man, this is hot off the press, man. This kind of changes the narrative of this episode, but not for me, but maybe for y'all. So man, like 2 days ago,